Good Thursday morning, friends. It's me, Terry Lambertson. This is what I have for you today. Be gentle with your mother. There are times that a quick, short answer jumps out of your mouth, full of sharp edges that draw blood, and you look away so you don't need to see the pain you know you caused. Half of what she does, you don't understand. The things she allows leaves you cold and irritate you. One moment you want to fold her in your arms, the next you wish you could just shake her a bit. One day it'll make sense to you. The things she never told you about are the very things that hollowed out her insides and then built her up again so she can carry more and more where no one can see the weight. Those things that sometimes break her where you can actually see it even though you prefer not to. Her eyes notice everything, yet she keeps so much to herself. She steps back and offers her hope for the sake of her child's happiness. The gratitude she deserves for doing that is far and few between, yet her flame of gratitude reaches high to the heavens. Should you be blessed enough to still have her breathing the air of this earth, it's time to start digging in your gratitude archives and find the warmth in your heart, the forgiveness in your voice, and the same amazement you had as a toddler of her. I beg of you, please, today and every day, be gentle with your mother. Because the day will come that her morning greeting will no longer be. Her words, "I love you, child," will no longer be. Her voice will no longer be heard. All that will be left are memories. Be gentle with your mother, with love and a hug. You know, I have to acknowledge here that mother-daughter relationships, even among Christians, can be complicated, even difficult. But whatever it was, the time comes when you get to leave beside whatever it was and come fully into the now. Okay? What has been done is done. It can't be undone. Please, don't let unforgiveness and bitterness lead you to live an embittered life over that. A lot of you know my story. A lot of you don't. I come from a family where I was completely unaccepted for reasons that were nobody's fault. They didn't like my curly frizzy hair. They didn't like my big nose. They didn't like my speech impediment. And even back then I had dyslexia, but today I would have been neurotypical. There's no doubt about it. In an age where people did not know what to do with any of that stuff. And so I really had a difficult position in the family because I was the one that didn't measure up. And I dragged that into my 20s, into my 30s, into my 40s. And I finally made peace with it. I was doing a workshop with Rhonda Rolfe Stone. I mentioned her last week, her book, His Healing Place. And she took us through an exercise. She was talking about how you can ask God for anything. And I asked God for the peace that passes all understanding. And I had been working on this area in my life for about a year prior to that. And you know what? I do. I have the peace that passes all understanding. Mom and I were really tight. She was my best friend for 63 years. My problem was with the family at large, not as much with the house I was raised in, although that had its dysfunction too, because my father drank too much and had a mistress. So that was the poison in that plot. But still, you know, I'm just going to tell you that even with all that, I had a great childhood. I lived in an unbelievable neighborhood. I had friends. I had freedom. It was the 60s. You know, I grew up in the 70s. I'm an authentic Los Angeles, California flower child, and I love I love that, and I'm proud of that. And I'm going to end with this. Regardless of the kind of relationship you had with your mom, whether it was good or whether it is bad, when she goes home or wherever she's going, you're going to know it. All right, you guys. I hope you all have a great day. I will be back with you tomorrow. I'll see you then, friends. Bye now.